Hi, here's my video vlog for the 6:31 p.m. November 24th of 2022 on Thursday, Thanksgiving. I didn't do my video yesterday because I've been having a hell of a time trying to listen to books on Kindle. I was going to read this book, The History of the Japanese People. It's like 1,800 pages. I was like, ooh, let's do this. So there's this new feature with the new iPhone, the new version they have, the new, software update. Your iPhone can now read Kindle to you. And you can do it with Siri or Alexa. You just open up Alexa and you go, hey Alexa, play The History of the Japanese People on Kindle. And then a really good voice, almost a human sounding voice goes, okay, well, here we go, starting the book with the new Kindle reader or whatever. So it's reading and telling the story. And I'm like, oh my God, you can pause it and play it and pause it. And I'm like, what now? So I was doing that with my Kindle, but then it stopped. My Kindle just froze. So I restarted a bunch of times and it just froze. And so I'm like, okay, well, there's another way that you do it where you open the book on Kindle and then you have Kindle read it. You know, it has a really bad voice, right, but it's still reading it to you. But it wouldn't open, it would do that, but it would freeze all the time, talk and then just stop talking. And I think it's because my Kindle got old. I had to throw away 2 other Kindles just because they got old. They just stopped working after a couple of years. Be happy that there are other companies that know how to build computers that last, like Apple, but not these Kindles. So I think the Kindle I'm going to just give the Kindle to my mom because I was playing Audible and it was playing Audible books just fine. So that's going to be the Kindle I give to my mom so that she can listen to all the audibles that I have. Because she was going to delete her Audible and I was show her how to do my website too. So so I tried to, it was freezing on my Kindle. So then I tried to do it on my new iPhone and it was working fine for 5 minutes. And then that just froze and we just stopped talking and freeze. So I couldn't do it on my iPhone either. The iPhone doesn't have, I have an iPhone 10 and it's 5 years old. Maybe it's too old or the iPhone 10 can't do it, but it works for a couple minutes. So it was enough to get me super excited. I was so happy, oh my God, what the fuck? Only for it all to get snuffed out. And so then I tried to, I got on tech support and they're like, oh no, I tried to do text to speech or what's it called? Voice controller command for the blind people. So I turned it on, but I couldn't get it to work. I'd hit buttons wouldn't do anything. I'd talk to it, it wouldn't listen to me. Couldn't get it to anything. I couldn't even get it to turn off. So I gave up. I couldn't even call anybody. Nobody could call me. So I got up this morning, and that's why I didn't do my video yesterday. So I got up this morning because I couldn't film myself with my phone. So I got up this morning, and it was supposed to be Thanksgiving. So my mom and brother were calling me 5 times. Then I finally go over there a couple hours late because I couldn't sleep last night. But I tried to I didn't work last night at all. I just laid in bed like this, just like I am now. Well, actually, without this pillow, just kind of like those. And I was up until 9 in the morning, dude. I was just here. I literally watched the sunrise. And then I hung out watching the sunrise for 2 more hours, 3 more hours. And then I finally was oh, look, I'm getting relaxed. Well, cool. I don't even know if I slept, but I was relaxed to the point where I did not want to get up. I was wasted until 2:30. So, and I was supposed to be there at 12:30. But anyway, and I got there at 3 or something. But anyway, yeah, I went over there and we had a really nice meal, some smoked turkey and all the different fixins, my mom, brother, and friend, and then I came back here and my mom and her friend came over, but I was just about to do my video and she never came. It was an hour and I was like, why is she not here? So I called her and I'm like, where are you? She's like, I'm in your living room. I'm in the hallway. I'm just leaving. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, we've been there a half hour. What? I knocked on your door, no answer. I'm like, why didn't you call me? So, yeah, because I was listening to stuff on my earphones, I guess. So, anyway, I went out there and hung out for like an hour, just showing her and the all the animals that I have. My mom likes the tortoise the most. I have a tortoise and a tegu live together. If you ever get a tortoise or a tegu, you got to get the other one. They go together. You know, like when they tell you, whenever you get a hamster, or like whenever you get a ferret or a parakeet, you want to get two so they keep each other company. That's how it is with tortoises and turtles, dude. Get a tortoise and a turtle. A redfoot tortoise and a red tegu, because they both need the exact environment, the exact temperature, the exact humidity, and they're from the same part of the world, so they know each other for millions of years, and they're best buddies. Like my tegu, I'm gonna start doing Instagram photos every day, because every single time I look at them, almost they're always hanging out together with their heads like together, like that, or the tegu is on top of the tortoise, or the tortoise is on top of the tegu. It's really cute, and their heads are always next to each other. So yeah, they're buddies. My tegus is like roommating. He hasn't eaten for like a week. And my tortoise hasn't eaten for a few days, but is just pigging out today. So my mom came over and I was trying to show her my websites. I talked her into downloading Google Earth on her phone for the first time. I just did a bunch of sugar under my tongue, and it didn't get rid of the hiccups, so I put more sugar under my tongue, and then it did get rid of the hiccups, but now I'm hiccuping again. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I will more sugar under my tongue. So, what was I saying? I was talking about something. Oh yeah, I was showing my mom my website today, because I got her to download Google Earth for the first time on her iPhone 10, the same phone that I have, and so I told her to go to my website and to hit download. For some reason, all my downloads are broken. But I found one that works, and I showed her how to work it with the phone and all that. And her friend who's Japanese was like, because I have 61 of like cities from Japan with the castles, and I thought I had everything because it was the entire list on Wikipedia. And he's like, well, look at this castle, and I didn't have it. He's like, oh, well, look at this castle, that's the best one. Didn't have it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, dude? So I'll have to create another category, I guess, within my website of stuff that, make it complete. But so yeah, I'm gonna go tonight. The last couple of days, I've been working on the my Boulder Fauna page on my website, Boulder Google Earth Fauna, which is its own page onto the Google Earth on my website on the education page, the second page on the left. But I never built it. I only created the page, but I never actually put anything on. So the other day I put all the animals, but then I realized that I never finished the actual Google Earth. Google Earth needs to be programmed. I only had square kilometers and like kilometer periphery, so I need mile periphery, kilometer periphery, square mile, square kilometer, and then acres. Just like everything else is, everything on my site has to be consistent and look the same, so that you can flow it, the whole thing, then it'll all come alive and work. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? I needed the links to work. Check the links. Yeah, so the links didn't work. My God, I totally lost my train of thought. And I didn't even smoke weed today. I ran out of weed yesterday. Tomorrow's Black Friday, so I'm gonna get half off on the weed. Both of my credit cards, I can't buy stuff with my credit cards anymore. They're getting rejected now. I managed to get like $1,800 past my credit limit before it shut off. But it was only yesterday when it shut off, so I only have to wait another week or whatever. So I have like a couple $100 in my checking, but I need to get some money on some weed tomorrow, so I'll get like $50 a weed or something. Whatever I can afford, really. What was I talking about? I realized that if I'm going to work on the page, right, the fauna page, I have to finish the Google Earth stuff. because I didn't even finish the Google Earth or the Fauna. And so I had to do those conversions, and and color code it all, which is going to take forever because there's a gazillion animals. Okay, there's like 24 different birds. I don't know, but each bird has like couple dozen nesting locations, which each has to get plugged in with the information and color coded and numbered. And also with the population. I have the population of all these animals too. So like if there's like 250 like I don't even know, like beaver or something. You know, I was looking at it and, you know, I see the 250 and I see it numbered and I was like, because that's what I did. I guessed where they were and I numbered them, exact ones. And so I looked at it because I built it and then I abandoned it. So now I'm looking at it. Well, you have to get rid of the label because that interferes. And then when it's all the same color, it just doesn't look right. Yeah. You need everything to be rainbow colored so you can see the numbers, and it looks better. So, but I figured out a way. This is the thing that I do all the time. You just make 1 through 10 colors, and then you just drag real quick all the appropriate numbers in the colors. Everything that ends in a 1 goes in 1. Everything that ends in 2 is a 2, and you can just drag them up with the 250 real quick, and then you just color code the 10. You only have to do 10 times color coding, and then it all color codes all of them. So I'm doing that with that, and but once I do all that, and hopefully I'll be done by maybe today or tomorrow, then I can paste it onto my website, and then tweak it and make it look kind of good, and then I pretty much did that page. So yeah, I'm psyched to finally get right. It's kind of like how I am. Like I work at 100% all the time, like 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 20 or probably average 16 hours a day, because I probably average around maybe 8 hours of sleep, like the average person. Actually, I probably average more like 6 hours of sleep, because I'll sleep like a regular person 8 hours, maybe even 9 hours every once in a while. But then once a week or twice a week, I'll only need like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, so the overall average. But anyway, I'm working that whole time. So, shit, what was I fucking talking about? My brain is like not even working. I was gonna say that, I guess I was gonna say that makes it so that, I can do whatever I want. I don't know. Be as ambitious as I want. Man, I've been losing my train of thought. I'm losing my train of thought now more than when I'm sober. I mean, I'm stoned. I'm not even stoned right now. Anyway, so when I'm done with that pen, it's like that's like a whole round. So I can back up and maybe try to work on something else, but or fix the links or something. But that's what I'm up to. I wasn't able to listen to that book because my stupid phone is a piece of shit and won't do it. My Kindle's basically a piece of shit, so I'm gonna give that to my mom. The other Kindle I think I threw away. I was like, where did it go? And then I was like, I had very vague memories. It's a couple years ago. I think I threw it away because it just stopped working. Like I couldn't get it to work. It was just too slow. And that's how my new Kindle is, but at least it does Audible. So what I did was I got on Amazon last night. And even though I'm out of money, I noticed that my main credit card, Amazon credit card, had $92 of points. And after taxes, a Kindle is that much. So I only paid like 20 cents. I paid like nothing. So I got a free Kindle yesterday. So I ordered it, and it'll come next Tuesday, or this Tuesday, I think. And so then I can finally start listening to those books with the Kindle. But and I think the Kindle does it with Siri too, with Alexa, because it's so cool. Because all you have to do is know the name of the book. And all those books, like 1,600 books, half are LibriVox, half are Kindle, some more or less. And so I have like 800 books already onto my library on my Amazon page. And so all I have to do is just say, hey, Alexa, play whatever book. I name the book on Kindle, and then it goes in that reader. Okay, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh my God, it's go time. Let's do a book a day now. But But I have to wait till that Kindle comes because everything that I have now doesn't work. I could do it with my second Mac because the Mac actually reads Kindle now too. That's a new thing. That's the first time I've seen that. It didn't do it before. Now it does it. You just hit Control T and it'll read it. It's fucking insane. And you hit the space bar to pause it and play again. It's a really bad computer voice. You hit Shift Plus to make it faster. It's really cool. And but it can't read in the background, so I need another computer to read in the background so that I can work. But I do have another computer. I have two Macs, but it won't start, like at all. So even though it's plugged in, so I need to go and I'm gonna call them tomorrow and try to get my other Mac hooked up so I can play Kindle on it as I work on this computer. But I guess I don't have to do that because my new Kindle that I bought is coming on Tuesday, and it's smaller than my current Kindle. My current Kindle, they make them smaller every year, or not every year, but I think it's like slightly less wide. I don't know how much thicker it is. I think it's like a third of an inch. So I think it's thinner too. But it's less wide by maybe like a fifth of an inch, but it's less short by like 2 inches. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well it fits in my pocket. It looks like it'll pretty much fit in my pocket like a phone almost. So then you're in business. In business. Like you can do bike school. You can go run in and bike in with your freaking Kindle, dude. So, and Kindles are probably the best way to listen to books because you can do word searches on them. Well, actually, they're not. My website's the best way to listen to a book, but second best would be Kindle because you can do word search. And as well, it has some other features too. Well, you can do notes, which you can't really do on my website. And notes are awesome. So, you can do, well, the way that you would do that on my website, like if you wanted to bookmark various things, you just have to remember what they were saying. You remember the words. And then you just do it because it's all on one page. You do a Control F and then you can find it that way. That works fine. So, anyway, yeah, that's what I'm up to. I don't know if I'm going to be all that motivated and working all the time because I'm stone cold sober. I'm never sober. In fact, last night, because I ran out of weed, for $3, I bought this bottle of whiskey for $3. It made me feel like shit. God, I wish I hadn't done that. And then I had like a glass of wine at my mom's house, but like I don't exercise at all. So like if I tap like a couple shots of a liquor, I'll just, before I even get buzzed at all, I'll just start feeling like absolute garbage because my body can't process that kind of stuff. So, because I'm not in shape. So, yeah, I learned my lesson on that, but I might be not motivated enough. Oh, and luckily my lungs are fucking awesome. I think Advair cured my asthma. I can smoke weed all day long and never get asthma. I almost never even take my inhaler. It's like so awesome. Plus, because it's not, it's weed. It's actual weed. It's not like this Mexican stuff where you're smoking gasoline and tar and dead bugs and stuff and dirt. Anyway, somebody wanted me to do a video about the Taiping Rebellion, and I'll do that maybe now. Because I've read everything on China on my website, and now I'm going after Japan, and I just want to do it all. I'm so fired up. So luckily I was able to get that Kindle because I wouldn't have been able to get it otherwise if I didn't have those points. Like I physically wouldn't have been able to get it, which would have stressed me out. So yeah, so now I'm going to go into hibernation mode as far as money spending goes and just hang out in my room. Kind of like my Tegu. He's in hibernation mode right now. So I got my little birdsie with me. I carry my bird around with me everywhere the eye goes. Where is that? Because he's a basket case bird, man. He doesn't want to go outside. He's afraid of me. So. Oh, look, he's asleep now. Oh, he's sleeping. Aww. So anyways, that's me. Ooh, let's keep this under 20 minutes. Talk to you tomorrow. And I'll do maybe the video soon too. Okay, later.